I already dismantled and welded everything on this car. I am currently going to build the motor. As you can see, there is absolutely nothing under the car. There's no fenders, glass, no interior, completely dismantled. No tail lights, nothing. So I'm going to come over here. Okay, I already repaired everything I could. Let's go over to engine stand. Create new engine. We are going to be doing a V8 OHV 2 carb supercharged motor today. And we go into part mount, engine block. I repaired that. I need a lot of things. Let's just start off with the things that I have. Do I have a camshaft? Yes. What about not a camshaft, a crankshaft and a camshaft. No. Not that button. And type in cam gear. Wrong thing I need to type in. But I am out of inventory space. That's what I am out of. I bought the wrong cam gear. Yay! Cam gear. Now let's back out of this. Go to inventory. I'm just not gonna sell the rims and tires right now. No, not selling the drive shaft. After this, I'm probably gonna go over and do the other car that I have that I already dismantled. Then we'll go over to the junkyard or something and do that and find hopefully another car that's more interesting to watch get dismantled and rebuilt. I'm just playing in Sandbox because I didn't really feel like grinding the whole time. Just sell all, not that. Sell most of these parts that aren't brand new because there even are some parts that you can't rebuild at all. But what I should have been doing, I'm going to keep this case because I'm not sure what's in it. Because I'm not going to need those. And I'm not going to need the 4-barrel carburetors. Oh, I thought I already passed a 4-barrel up here. Because, I did. So, sell the ignition wires, sell everything distributor related, all rocker arms and valve push rods, because, you know, with a V8 comes different things. Like, you need 16 rocker arms, 16 valve push rods. I need to get rid of that as well. Somehow I repaired clip B, so I'm going to need to buy another clip B. No. Piston with Conrod. Fail. I just sold the fucking fan. And, you know, I'm just going to screw it. If I have to buy other things, I have to buy other things, you know. Those aren't 100. I would rather have a brand new car. And as you can see, my money's not going up or down in this because I'm in Sandbox. Doesn't matter. Sell everything clutch related. Might as well just sell all these rod caps and crankshaft caps. Get rid of those. We'll see exactly how much performance mods I can put on this. But I know I'm going to need almost everything for a supercharger. I might as well put the body panels that I have for both of these vehicles on. Because, I'm kind of running out of inventory space. Not selling that. And I might just go ahead and put the suspension back underneath the car that I'm currently working on. Currently Dodge does not let car mechanic simulators use their parts or their vehicles, so they found a way around that by calling it something else. So basically you can still see the car in the background. It's almost like a 6970 Dodge Challenger, I believe. But keep in mind, alright. I'm going to sell my fuel pump because I can get a better fuel pump. See what else, cause yeah, I'm getting rid of the license plates. Not search, use. Open the case, see what we get in the case. Fuel rail looks like a serpentine belt. And 5 front steering knuckle D's. So I'm probably gonna sell those too. Because I need rear axle knuckle C. No, I have both of those. I guess we'll see what all we need here in a minute. With all this COVID stuff going around, it's kind of like everything's been hectic. Like, I've been wanting to record more, but I can't, you know? Sorry, I'm getting texts from one of my friends. She's been having a rough day. I might be able to just keep everything. No, that didn't work. Yeah, I might be able to just have all the fenders and doors and everything immediately because I might have repaired them all. Well, for this vehicle at least. Because in reality, this vehicle wasn't nearly as bad a shape as that one was. So, do I have any... Do I have rear tail? I don't have rear tail lights. Thank you. I'm kind of just gonna halfway work on both vehicles. I'm gonna like put parts on them both. Front right door. Front left fender. Do I have the hood? No hood. No headlights. Front left fender I don't have. Front left door don't have. Do I have the trunk? No. Rear bumper? No. Okay, now let's look at our inventory. Retro rim. Honestly, I'm just gonna sell these. And I'm gonna buy new rims and tires and everything. Might as well sell that engine as well. I'm surprised that I was able to salvage as much as I did with this car. Let's go in here. part mount. Did I save the brake servo? Yes. I should have a battery in my inventory. Yep. Radiator. Saved it. So yeah, so basically after I build the big old motor that's going in it, it'll probably clip through the hood, but I might be able to buy a different hood. Sorry, I had to check something. Suspension, part mount. Let's try and make this seem a little bit more truth. Oh, I have 2 steering racks. I guess I saved the other one. Surprising. No, so I need front sway bar B. So I need to come in here. Sway bar B. And I'm probably gonna need those. Unless if I saved them, then worst case scenario, I have extras. I'll sell them. So inner tie rod, don't have any of them, so I'm gonna have to go with inner and outer tie rods. Oh, fail. Okay, just bought inner and outer tie rods. Let's go inner tie rod. Oh, that's about as legit as I can make it seem first. Huh, 3 front steering knuckle C's. Let's throw this tie rod on. I need to get a bunch of rubber bushings. I'm going to need a bunch of small rubber bushings as well. I'm going to have to get the double wishbone shock absorber. Okay, so if I do this, two of those, and 2 of those. Now I need to come over here, join parts. Building cars in this game is a whole long process, but I enjoy it. I still haven't pulled anything off that I need to repair yet. So now if I come back up to the suspension, if you're on PlayStation, it's gonna take, what? Oh, it's double wishbone shock absorber. So, I'm going to separate the parts. So that way I don't have to buy nearly as much. Double wishbone shock absorber. That's... spring puller, join parts, double wishbone. Yes, I'm sure I want to conjoin them. don't know why I walked all the way over there when I need to be over here. Double wishbone, and yeah. Come on, hurry up and join. Thank you. This car is actually in really good condition considering, like, when I bought it, it was still in really decent condition. Basically, what I'm trying to do here is just get all this front suspension finished up, front wheel hub. Means I'm gonna have to put the wheel hub bearing in if I have it. No, so I have to buy wheel hub bearings. Wheel. Wheel hub bearing 2. Wheel hub gap 2. Yep. Brake disc ventilated, so I have to buy brake disc. I'm probably going to need brake pads. Knew it. Brake caliper cylinder. It's telling me Retro Room 6, but I'm not thinking Retro Room 6 is going to look nice by the end of this. Front steering knuckle C. Let's not misclick. Did I add those in? No. I need to add these rubber bushings in. Because without the rubber bushings, the car will not go anywhere. We'll probably take it out after this, because it seems like no matter what I do in this game with the supercharger, they're always torque monsters. Like, you can't control them almost. I would have thought I would have learned by now that maybe supercharged engines are not my style. And I just got another text, probably from her. That's dumb. My cousin shouldn't have had the monster she had this morning, because she is bouncing off the walls at work. I've probably still got no one watching, which sucks. Brake disc ventilated. Brake pads. Brake caliper. I know I'm kind of like going through this fast and not like taking my time, but I shouldn't have to take my time on things that I do quite often. Did I salvage the fuel tank? No. Did I salvage those? Yes, I did, actually. Holy cow. hello and welcome to the stream. Building up my car. You can see in a second what I'm building. I'm just trying to button up the suspension because that's not too difficult. Rear shock absorber B. Alright. Absorber B, 2 of them. I'm putting a V8 OHV supercharged in it. There's that. Let's put the drum wheel cylinder, brake shoe, and do I have brake drum? No, so I need to go back over to brakes. Brake drum 2. Right, there's the brake drum. Almost gets this side done. Which means I need to get rear knuckle housing B. Rear knuckle housing B. I'm gonna go performance on what I can in this with this car, so that way I can see exactly how much power this car makes with it. I just have a very strong feeling it's going to be insane with torque. Get that in, throw the leaf spring plate on, but no, let's install the leaf spring bolts. Okay, so, well, in case if you can't tell, yeah, it's a Dodge that I'm working on. Alright, let's throw this on. Solid rear drive axle. Drum cylinder, brake shoe, brake drum. Now we're ready to get tires for it, but I'm gonna get a fuel tank. If I do that, I didn't realize there was different types of fuel tanks. I thought this was the only one. Back. Go in here, FU. I'm gonna need that. Spark. Need 8 of these. Need ignition stuff. Ignition distributor. Distributor rotor. Distributor cap. I'm going to need ignition wires for a V8. V8 OHVH. V8. V8 OHV. muffler OHV, front exhaust pipe OHV, alright, let's put the fuel pump in. Okay, now let's back away from that. Oops, right into that. Now let's come over to the engine. Let's go into part mount. Ignition coil B. Ignition distributor. Ignition distributor rotor. And I need to get another clip B. I need to check something. I'm going to try and keep working while I check it. We'll see how this works. Just 1 second. So that way I can do that. Let's get this fuel filter on. Let's go over to my YouTube. And I'm gonna check and see if you guys can hear me. Otherwise I have to create a party. My channel. Okay, you guys can hear me. You guys can hear me. Alright. That's all I needed to do. Okay, you guys. That's all I needed to check. Let's go. Alternator. Sorry about this. Moving my mic. Nah, there. Move it here. I didn't grab any of the belts or anything. Do I have cam gear? No, so I need to come in here and get a cam gear. I also need to get stuff for a supercharger. I'm going to need a V8OHV, 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 V8OHV. Okay, apparently I just earned a trophy. Did I get oil stuff? No, so I need to come in here. Click that, go over to oil. Oil filter V8OHV. Oil pan V8OHV. Scoop. So I need that, and I need 2 of those. Get this oil filter on. Cam gear. Oh, I bought the wrong cam gear. Fudge. That's the one I needed. We'll see if I recovered the timing cover. Obviously, I didn't do the timing chain. Let's type in 10. V8OHV. Huh. So I do need to get a timing cover for a V8OHV. Buy that. Ooh, did I get a water pump? No. So I need to come in here. Water. think I already bought the pulley for what I needed. You know what, worst case scenario, I have a second pulley. I'd rather have a second pulley than not have the correct one. Alright, I have a second one apparently. So I need a crankshaft pulley. This is basically what this game is. But there's so many different motors you can play around with. Serpentine belt. Okay, so I need to get a bunch of serpentine belts. Serpentine. Serpentine belt A. I definitely just bought the wrong serpentine belt. I'm pretty sure I already bought the supercharger serpentine belt. Pistol with Conrod, I need 8 of those. I hit the wrong button. You need to buy your piston rings. Wrong button. That's not the L. Valve. Push rods. You also need $16 rocker arms. Because building these is a process. Ooh, I need to get caps. So, with these caps, I need to get these caps. I need to get 8 of those caps. I install that, and then you can throw your rod cap on. Then you basically go on to your next one. It's a lot of stuff like this when you're building a motor. Unless if you build a rotary motor. Those ones are a lot more difficult. In a way. Because you basically, when you take the motor apart, it comes apart in a bunch of sections. So, something very important is you cannot forget the clips on the distributor cap. Otherwise, your vehicle will not run. And it sounds stupid, but it's true. With this game, at least. Other games, maybe not. In real life, I'm not quite sure. I haven't worked on these types of motors. I've worked on a V8, but I haven't messed with the ignition, basically. I mean, I've changed spark plugs, but that's about it for the ignition portion. I know that is not how you'd put an oil pan on in real life. So now that I have the bottom of the motor completed, I can flip the motor right again. And I click, open pie menu, park mount. Oh, I guess I had non-performance heads, but I'm putting performance heads on. Because I would rather have performance than not performance. Do they have manifolds in here? Hopefully they do. Exhaust. Manifold. Do they at least have one for a V8 OHV? They do. Nice. Okay, so once I'm done with these the push valves, then I'll put them on. I'll probably also put the spark plugs on, and then intake and everything. Try and just finish this motor up and drop it in the car, so that way I can get the the transmission and drive shaft in. But they call it a gearbox because they wanted to be fancy. It's a lot of focusing, because when you make a mistake, I can get angry at it, but I know it's my own stupidity. I'm not sure if I'm going to build the other car afterwards or not. If I do, it's going to be, I'm going to try and turbocharge it. So I need head covers. They don't have them here. V8 OHV, V8 OHV. This is the oil one. One where you fill the oil up. Exhaust manifold. I already bought them. I guess I should go ahead and get the clutch assembly after this, and might as well assemble the clutch. So let's go in here. Well, I do need one thing from here, and that's a clutch release bearing. From in here, I need the clutch plate, pressure plate, and flywheel. Put the flywheel on, the clutch plate, then the clutch pressure plate, clutch release bearing. That doesn't seem to be right, coach. That seems to be right. Supercharger manifold. Let's go ahead and throw the supercharger on. And get the carburetors on. Look at how beautiful the carburetors are. Just, But they're going to be covered up not only by the scoops, the filters, but by this, which just really makes this car pop. And add the last serpentine belt. And now that the last belt's on, I'm gonna need a radiator fan. I made a mistake. So I need to come back, main shop, type in rad, because I need this, but I also need to buy myself a gearbox for it. V8, not seeing a V8 OHV, so this will have to work. I better hope. starter. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to check that. Let's go ahead and throw the exhaust on. Is that the correct exhaust? Oh, yes. Spark plugs. Because your car won't go nowhere without fuel and sparks. Even though you don't have to get gas in the game. Let's go ahead and throw the ignition wires on. Top push rod. For the person that is watching, thank you. I really appreciate it. I want to stream more, but I'm busy most of the times where I'm playing a game that I'm trying to relax with and not talk a bunch. This takes a lot of time. Typically, building these when you're a complete beginner can take anywhere from, because like if you're naturally skilled from the beginning, it can take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half. That's what I've seen at least. Like, my first time building a Henny in this game was actually not too long ago. It was just a couple of days ago. But it was not. It took me forever. Like, okay, so looking at it, let's just go over here. Let's click on the engines channel and let's grab this heavy motor with my bare hands. Lower this car down a little bit. And while that's lowering, move the engine crane to lift or B is what I want to say it is. Yep. And let's stop getting caught on a toolbox and go over, install V8 2-carb supercharged. Let's see how non-legit that is. That is so bad. Yeah, that. What is the name of this car again? Not that. Huh, I might have to try that. Globally body condition. There is no way. Oh, probably because I don't have all that stuff in and on and everything. But it's the TVX2C. So if I come in here, body tuning shop, TVX2C. Really? What happens if I just type in TVX? So it doesn't have the hood that I need. So it looks like we might be having a very not legit hood. So that's not going to be good. And I need to get all the windows and everything. And that just happened. Actually, I'm just going to end the stream here. It's going to be a long day if I don't just end it. Alright. I will talk to you guys next time.